so if we were to have 50-50, that's like the same leg, right? But if I have my other leg, I have this one here, this is a little bit different, okay? And this is gonna play into the techniques that we're doing today. I need you to understand that there's two things involved. Once I have my knee in the pocket, so this knee over here changes everything. I don't get much play out of Devin like this when I kick there. But when I have this knee involved and I kick, now I get back slowly. Okay? So I have two things that happen, or that I can do, two reactions I can make, and that's turning my knees. Okay, I can plant my feet and like tilt my knees. So independently of Devin, I'd be going like this. Right? So there's that movement, and then there's the stomping movement. There's two different reactions I get. So again, I'm over here and I'm hamstring to hamstring. I'm not on his calf. I'm hamstring to hamstring. And I can cramp a little bit, and I bring this knee in nice and tight. Now, as I start to turn my knees and put my knees on the ground, I get a little bit of hip movement. At the extreme, Devin will come to far side control, and he can turn all the way over like that. You see what I'm saying? So, picture this though. If I'm in this position, can I not go like that? Right? So all that stuff is right there. You guys know the truck, you're throwing a hook, it's right next door, but it's not the same thing, okay? So I'm reaching across, I'm hamstring to hamstring. I pinch my knee into his pocket here, and I've got the tilts like I showed. The tilts, without putting the sole of your foot on the ground, kind of gets out like this, and he turns that knee up, and that's not happening for me, right? So what I want to do is put my foot on the ground. You see that? And then I can tilt. That's a reaction I get right here just by rocking him back and forth. Okay? Now, the other reaction I have, his head's way over there. When I stomp, it'll rotate his hips and shoulders around my femur. See how that happens? It's a snapping motion. Alright? We're over here. His head's way the heck over there. His back's over there. I stomp, no hands. Rotates his back. Alright? I could easily try and start taking the back this way, right? So I just want you guys to understand that concept first. I'm going to talk it through the one person. We're going to tilt and put our feet on the ground, tilt and mess around like that, and then we're going to do the stomping action. Once you guys do that, I'm going to start to add on to it. One last time. Opposite side. I'm hamstring to hamstring, and I bring my knee up into his, I say pocket like he's wearing jeans, like I'm trying to put my knee up in that region there. So then I have my feet on the ground, then I tilt. And tilt back and forth. Can even throw his hip all the way over to the mat, which is beneficial for him. It's not great for me. So you guys can understand the connection in the same position there. And then you can even start all the way over if you want to, or from the same spot. I'm here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stomp this leg instead of tilting. And I expose his back. Just by stomping. Okay? Now, I don't get much movement out of Devin if this knee's not up. He pivots around my femur, right? So if this is longer, I don't get much pivot in Devin. It's like he goes, this kid's here, he's going around the pole, right here. You hear what I'm saying? All right, sounds good. So I'm going to have one leg over. I have a messed up knee right now, so I'm not putting a lot of weight on my knee, but my knee is crammed up against his thigh, and this one is shoved up against his stomach, right? I can even be blocking here like this. I'm going to look towards his legs and roll. I'm going to put my feet right next to his head. The position that I laid you guys in a second ago was parallel. It was not perpendicular. That's the position I'm going to. I'm trying to get my feet right next to his head. Okay? Then from here, it's either a tilt or a kick. I get that back exposure, I can hip escape and start taking his back. Okay? Now, in side control, again, I have his leg. I have it hooked, right? And I want to start to turn. Now, I know a lot of you guys are used to left hook and doing like a twister roll, and this is perpendicular. This is sideways, and you get into the truck and all types of variations, and I'm perpendicular. I want my feet to land next to his head and be parallel. So it's slightly different, and then I stomp or tilt, get that back exposure that way, and start taking his back. I'll show it from side control. Again, so we're just here. If we're like this, I can be nice and tight. I've taught this a bunch lately. A thing that people mess up is moving their hips. And what I mean is this. Watch my hips, how I go away from him. See how I went away? I don't want to go away. I start getting further and further. See how my kneecaps are away from him? So I don't want to jump away from him. I'm still staying tight. That's why I want my knees next to his quad and his stomach. And I'm pinching the daylights out of his quadricep right now. I'm already pinching him, thigh master. Okay? That's like a 90s joke for young kids, but whatever. Maybe even 80s. But anyway, so I'm going from here to my feet next to his head. I put my feet down as the goal. Because either one, whether I stomp or I put my feet down, starts to expose his back like that. Or lift his hips as well too. So again, here I can tilt. This time I tilted. Last time I stomped, right? Either way you want to get back exposure, right? And I can go for his hip and his neck. And look what I do. I hip escape by putting a hook in and taking my foot out and throwing a hook. Now I can hip escape. Or when we're here, I take my leg out and I step on him in order to move and slide up and throw my hook. And now I'm on his back like that. So you can hip escape by stepping here or by stepping on the person themselves. You can be technical and say single legs, blah, blah. To me personally, put this on your shoulder. But yeah, to me this is single legs to me. And then when he overhooks my leg, it's a version of Ashi and now he's attacking a foot lock, and the other one he's not attacking a foot lock. I need you guys to understand this first. Leg control, both of them. I'm trying to control his leg. I can't get to his feet too well, even though I can do the Craig Jones foot lock from right here, but like, I'm gonna hold his toes and his shin, okay? And the number one goal for me is also for him to not grab my other foot. If he ever grabs my other foot, I'm swept. He could tip me over in any version of the guards, right? So I don't want, I'm in a staggered stance, okay? So I'm holding his shin and his ankle, and I'm gonna start to rotate away like this. I'm pushing his toes away. You guys see that? I have 3 controls from here. Here's my 3 controls from this position. Controlling the foot and the toes. Controlling the frame of the other leg like this. I frame like with my forearm, not with my hand and in the gi, not grabbing it. You can't, you'll break my grips. Like I'm framed like this with my forearm. So you can't pop a triangle or anything like that, okay? And the other one is over this foot, because like I was pushing this one, right? It's perfectly fine to be over this foot and here. This is okay. He doesn't kick me in the face, but also for the advanced people, when they're here like this, he won't rotate to X guard or anything like that underneath and start jacking with my base that way. So I'm okay with, when I get here, pushing this away and framing like this. Now pull your leg out, Evan. He can't even get his own foot out, so he's stuck now, right? So, and then I can balance. Try to push me away, Evan, like, so I have balance here, right? You guys gotta be okay with balancing here and just being here for a minute, okay? So I want you guys to get here like this first. 1, 2, or 3. I don't care. Move around, Evan. I don't care which one it is. Like, all right. Hold his hips. Hold his other leg. This is exactly what I want you to do, though. You get to Ashi. I'm going to control the toe area and the knuckles, not the laces or the shin. I do have to grab the shin in between my groin, though I can reach his laces. So I grab shin and laces up here, start moving, and I'm circling backwards. We'll talk about heel hooks and all that stuff in a second. Here like this, 1, or frame with the foot inside, or frame the leg outside. Either way, we're here like this. Good to go? I'm gonna walk you through that. Ready, set? Today we're in Ashi, right? I got his toes, right? Got his shin. I start facing the other way, and I'm really putting my weight. Guys, I'm squishing his hamstring, and I'm putting my weight on my heel and butt. Don't have any space like this. I'm not out like that. I'm literally putting my weight back on the person, okay? So what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna take my knee and put it inside this pocket, like we did earlier, okay? Pay attention now, so I can put my hands down, I can have this hand posted, I can have the frame. There's many different variations, okay? But if I take this foot across, this allows me to look, cup my knee to the inside. Boom, I come to the inside like this, and now I'm in the same position, right? This is what I'm gonna do as well while if he tries to heel hook me. I get to this position here, he slaps on a heel hook. You guys see that? So long as I control him right here, he's not able to roll Can you not go ahead and try to finish Evan?
Yeah.
Like, you can't actually finish the heel hook from here. But what I can do though is kick his leg right off, arm right off, cut through and take his back. Right, so now I turn that into a back take.
Brian's never submitting me again.
So we're in Ashi. I start to push away, I back up, I'm over here. Even if I'm over the ankle frame, right? Or if I'm under frame, either way, if he's attacking my ankle or not, right? I can bring my knee to this pocket, I can jam it in, I can jump, I can swivel, I can sink my hips and hit them hard, I can do all kinds of good stuff there, but I'm cutting my knee in, long story short. I'm kind of staying off this knee because it's bruised, so you guys know that. But otherwise, I'm nice and tight here, boom, I make my roll right after. Remember, we got the tilt or the stomp, and now we're on the back. Okay? So now we have that basic understanding of going to side control. Okay. Then there's sticking this knee inside of the pocket right here, but not going to side control. And going in towards his back this way and attacking his back by sticking the knee in the pocket again in a slightly different manner. So let's keep watching. Do like this. You guys are all framed up, doing your thing. I'm going to stick my knee in the pocket, not putting my knee on the ground. I'm putting my knee in the pocket right here. I can rotate, stomp on his back. Or I can tilt. Really up to you. Different body types, different slight movements right there, whatever, right? I can come inside, I can tilt him, hip escape if I want. Or you have the stomp. One last time. Right? Shell from here, trying to resist, Evan. Right, so here.
Yeah, it's easier to stop and start exposing my own back when I start pushing.
See how I dove underneath?
Yeah, exactly.
All I'm really looking for is my knee in that pocket. Ooh, stick that in. Doesn't matter. So, doesn't matter if it's top or bottom. Alright, and what I'm getting at is like, I'm sticking my knee in the pocket on the top side right here. Right? In this case, I'm sticking my knee in the pocket while that pocket's on the mat side. That's what I'm trying to say. So like, I stick my knee while it's here, or facing this way, and I stick my knee in this way. Alright? Either way, I stick my knee in the pocket. It doesn't matter if it's on the mat side or top side. So we're here like this. Push his foot all the way over to the mat. Okay? You can go ahead and stop on a heel hook so that you get used to it. Knee comes in, cuts in. Alright? Can you even hold on to this, guys? I'll even hold on to that to create the turn. Right? And then there's leg pinning and doing all that kind of stuff, like Ashi likes to do, Pretzlebolo like to do. But you gotta figure that like when you get into these leg pins, right? Like say I'm in this leg pin. When we're here, I'm trying to leg drag him. He gets a hold of my leg. We got that tension spot. I know he's trying to pull, then he pulls, right? But we're into that position. So you start to get the timing of it when guys are in these positions, and I know I'm safe, and I'll pin, and then you shoot it through, boom, and their hips come up. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking it back, so it's off of those. Or this. You sit 1 foot forward, does his shin on shin entrance like always, and the swing, right? Goes into that position. And then once you get faster at it, you're doing it before his feet are set up. So I'm here, he goes in with one leg, I'm already like, you know what? I'm already like searching, you know what I mean? I'm hitting the ground, and on the chase. So the back is king, and so taking the back is superior there. We've already done the side control version. We're attacking the feet as they come through, and now I've got my options. The foothold, the frame grip, and the foothold to the frame, locking the foot on the inside. Again, I'm looking for the inside pocket, right? For the cameraman. for the inside pocket with my knee. Whether I'm coming into side control, right? Whether I'm coming in this way to side control, or I'm framing him up, I can keep him elevated up, and I stick my knee to the inside right here. Now here's the point where I choose tilt or blast. In this case, I'm gonna blast, I kick, I expose Evan's back. Remember, I can stomp on the ground, or I can stomp on his calf itself, taking his back. I like to attack the foot as it comes around. His foot has to circle my hip. So when I get put into this position, I have time to even try and get there. I start to frame. I like this frame the most. Okay? Then I'm going to circle to the inside. All right? And try and hit this knee in the pocket. I can't stress that enough. I'll put my leg either framing here to hold him up, or I'm going to put my body underneath there to try and sit my hips underneath his hip. Let go and kick, blast. And I can take his back. Okay? Foot over his head. Okay? So at a certain point, I can help elevate his hips up, can frame with my knee into the back of his hips, but at a certain point, I can shift my foot to the other side, and then my knee's gonna drop right back into that position we started the class with, and I can turn, kick, take the back. All right? So that's just another way that you can use the exact same scenarios. Take the back, this one from single leg X, right? If he was in X guard, there's different things we could do. We're just going to stay the course of single X right now. That make sense, guys? Nice and easy. You frame them back, you back your weight up, you step over their head, and then walk your next leg into that side control position that was the first move of the day. Last time. Here. Remember I said I like holding on to this? It's because I get to this position like this a lot. I'm already holding on to it. So I'm nice and tight, and I'll let go, kick, expose his back. Make sense? Let's try it. Ready, set.